Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys. If you have any car, doesn't matter if you have BMW, Mercedes, Audi, American vehicle, Ford, Chevy, Opel, doesn't matter guys. And if you have engine light on and any of the following three codes guys, I'm talking about code P0015, P0016, P0017. Stay with us, we will explain what causes that, and you hope one of those things it's not your problem guys, because it will be super expensive and it will require quite a bit of work. So make sure you stay until the end guys, we will explain about all that as we go. If you guys need to buy any parts, any tools for your car, check out the links in the description of the video below and you can see where you can get all that parts and tools from guys, for a really good price and quick shipping as well. That's where we get all our supplies from. Another thing, every guys single car we get at the shop, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. And why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. That way we can keep providing this free information. Let me show you what I'm talking about guys. So these codes guys, okay, these codes are something very common for higher mileage engines that have, you will usually have variable timing guys. What variable timing means, you may have it on one or two camshafts on your cylinder head. This is the exhaust, this is the intake camshaft guys. Intake is where the car is getting its air and fuel from. It will be on this side on that BMW. The exhaust is where the exhaust gas comes out of the car. Okay, so this, for instance, this car has a dual VVT variable timing system guys, one on the intake, one on the exhaust side. We have solenoids that actually control the variable timing. This is known as the solenoid. It has different holes and oil flows through these holes, so it depends if it's open or closed. The oil will go through different canals and that will advance or retard guys the timing on your car. So that's how it works. But when you guys notice any of these codes, P0015, P0016 or 17 guys, first thing that I will recommend to you guys, okay, make sure you stay till the end because there could be a few things that can go wrong. Remove your vanus solenoid, clean them and test them, okay, to make sure that they perform correctly, excuse me. So if you don't know how to do that, we'll put the link to a video that explains all of that in the description of the video below. Check it out. Because a dirty vanus solenoid, the one that's porked, okay, and has quite a few things inside, will not perform correctly and that can mess up the timing and it can trigger these codes. Make sure you don't have oil in the wiring harness of the vanus system, because if you have leaking oil from valve cover, you have a seal on the vanus usually guys that prevents oil from coming out. What will happen if you get oil in the wires, that can interfere with the signal and that can definitely guys throw any of these codes as well and make your car runs really bad as well. Another thing that could be, okay, how the engine works out. This vanus solenoid actually advances and retards the timing, but what else the system uses? The system uses the crankshaft position sensor and the camshaft position sensors. In some cases you will have two camshaft position sensors, in some one. For instance, we have two, one on the intake shaft, one on the exhaust. If you have a dual variable timing, you will have two of them guys. And if the camshaft position sensor is dirty, sometimes they will have quite a bit of accumulation of stuff. It may not pick up the signal correctly from the gear and as a result you may get any of these codes. Another thing guys, again, very common for those, it's oil leak in the wires of the camshaft position sensor, and maybe even you have a bad camshaft position sensor. We will put a link in the description of the video below how to test camshaft position sensor, so please check it out. Also check your wiring harness, make sure you don't have a broken wire. If all that checks out guys, okay, it could be even a bad crankshaft position sensor that's not reading correctly, and we have a video how to test this one as well. Very, very helpful video guys. You clean your vanus solenoids, you test camshaft and crankshaft sensors, everything seems fine. What else can cause these codes? The timing gears, okay, the sprockets guys right here, they can cause that problem as well, because okay, these sprockets will be the one that actually will advance and retard the timing. They have springs inside and different devices that actually allow that to happen. And it's common for higher mileage engine those things to fail. And we have a video on the channel that explains how to replace those as well on a car. Another thing, it could be guys a timing chain, okay, timing chain that is actually stretched guys. Stretched timing chain can do that because the car will pick the wrong timing, because if the timing chain stretch, the timing of the synchronization of the intake exhaust camshaft and the crankshaft sensor will not match the computer values that it needs. And that also could be, guys, caused by a malfunctioning timing chain tensioner. In our case, timing chain tensioner is right here, so it could be even bad timing chain or bad timing chain tensioner. And we even seen the timing chain guide. If you have a broken guide, that would let the timing chain have some slack, and that will result into these codes as well. You just hope that's not the case related to the gears, the chain, or the tensioner, because you will have to remove the timing chain components, and that will be very expensive, guys. You just hope it's just one of the sensors or the Vanos solenoids. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.